Okay, there's a camcorder that's all ready for you to take, right? It's on a tripod, it's all set up. They're quite heavy, but you're only carrying it around the corridors of Chaucer, so you shouldn't have any problems with it. If you take some of the weight by the handle and also just grasp it around the shaft of the tripod, okay? So then you're taking the weight between kind of over two hands, okay? And then you'll be fine and dandy with that. Right, this has been set up so that it runs off the mains, so you don't have to worry about batteries, okay? So what you need to do is make sure that you take the mains lead with it. It's currently plugged into the wall. I'll unplug it in a moment. Right, so take that mains lead, which is already plugged into the camcorder, and go and plug it into a wall outlet somewhere, okay? So there it is plugged in there. All our rooms have got plenty of outlets plugged in, then you don't have to worry about battery power and stuff like that. To actually turn the camcorder on, what you need to do is around the side here, there's a little switch. There's a little white button, so if you press that in with your finger, and then you can move the switch, okay, and then you can flick it from off to on, and then it powers up, okay, and then you can see what you're looking at. So you can then swivel this round if you need to swivel it round. If you want to zoom in or zoom out, you can use a little switch on the top to zoom in or zoom out. There's a little switch here, or an easier one is this one here. You can zoom in or zoom out. Okay, that will show you what you're looking at. So you can set up the shot however you need to do it. To actually record something, then what you need to do is press the red button here. So there's a little red button around the side. Right, press that red button, and when I press the red button, what you'll see is you get a little recording icon. Right. So a little red dot appears, and it starts running up some numbers on the screen. So stop recording, I press the little red button again, so I'll press the red button in a second, and we'll go from the red recording dot to a little green pause bar. Okay, to start recording again, I'll just press the red button again, and again what we're doing is it suddenly get a little red dot and you can see the numbers running. That means it's recording. If I press the red button again, it stops. Okay, so it's just all on that little red button around the side. That's all you need to do. Now if you have a lunch break or something and go away for a little while, you might come back and find that it's all powered down. Okay, so it does that just to kind of be an energy saving mode. If it's powered down, right, then all you need to do is to turn this off, right, and then turn it back on, and then it will power up again. Okay, it'll bring it out of kind of energy saving mode, and then all you need to do is to record stuff. It's all on the red button. Okay, so press the little red button, start, stop, start, stop. There's also an instruction sheet here that's got some pictures, so you should all be fairly straightforward on it. It's an identical model to the one that Anne Allen's using. Anne Allen's just had a run through on it today, so again you shouldn't have any problems, but you can always just ask Anne if there's anything you're not sure about, but really quite straightforward. Okay, so I know that this setup is slightly heavier than some of the ones we've got, but it's a setup that gives us huge amounts of recording time, which is the kind of thing that you want, so you're not playing around swapping around with memory cards and stuff part way through. Okay, so there we go. So what you need to do is plug it into the mains and then start it up by flicking the on off switch here. That will power it up, and you can see what you're looking at through this little monitor that's on here, and you can zoom in or out by using what's called these little rocker buttons. So that will zoom in, that will zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. Okay, my advice though is that generally, if you can, is to move the camcorder closer to the people if possible. Okay, I know it sometimes depends on where you can find a mains outlet in the room that you're in, but there you go. You should have no problems. Fingers crossed.